All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the wrestling review with Tom Mysterio and Corey Allen. I am the special guest on this show tonight. Thank you for letting me
First,
in tonight, Tom.
you're welcome. You're the first ever person to be on the podcast here tonight. How excited are you?
Um, I'm blessed with this opportunity. I feel very
Um,
special being the first ever fucking person on this show with somebody legendary like Tom Mysterio.
thank you. I mean, there was no other person who would have who wanted to be the first person. You were the last resort.
Yeah.
Resort. I hear you crying. I'm kidding. So let's just hop on into the questions. So,
Alright.
what is the most memorable match that you were ever a part of?
One of the most memorable matches I believe in my career so far was my match versus Ked Jersey or Mason Kinsley in GPW for the National Heavyweight Championship. That was probably one of my biggest wins of my career. Beating somebody like Ked, he's like I just don't know, man. Like Ked's really good. He's very great opponent. He's a very chill person, and just
I
knowing that
agree.
I'm one of the. I can say that I've beaten Ked, and especially for a championship in GPW, for a high card title, that's an accomplishment to me, and like that's one of the best ones I've ever had in my career. I'd say like top three.
Ooh, top three. Whoa. Let me guess. Number one is when you fought me at or WW Mania for the
Yep, yep.
United States title.
Yep.
Yeah. Um,
Very true.
what has been your favorite gimmick that you have had, and which one
Oh,
was the most successful?
my most successful gimmick was, of course, my Corey Allen gimmick because I still do it till this day, and that was my first ever gimmick that I've used ever since I've debuted in Pro Wrestling. But the most fun gimmick I've had would probably be my Corralito gimmick. I just fucking shot
Uh,
apples at the crowd. That's all I did.
okay. So now I'm Perry the Platypus.
Perry the Platypus destroys jobbers, bro. Perry the
Exactly. It's
Platypus.
exciting.
Perry the Platypus destroyed some fucking U.S. champion at BWE, bro.
Okay. Who is your favorite person to have a match with?
I'd definitely say Dr. Clutch.
Okay. I think that's a safe answer because when I fought him for the hardcore title in SPW, does he have that?
No, he has national heavyweight championship.
That. When I fought him for that title, it felt different because Mr. Clutch is pretty good, honestly. I think we can both agree with that.
Yeah.
What titles have you held in your career?
RWWE title, GPW national heavyweight title, RWW United States title, RWW hardcore title, I believe fuck, I forgot what's that one Fed name. Shit, I have it on the top of my mind. It was some Fed I was at, like, during SPW. It was on a Friday. And I was on fucking 200 ping, and I was on a fucking wedding, and I had my fucking laptop with me with my fucking hotspot. I was on 200 ping,
You
and
were
I was.
getting married to me, don't do
Yeah, yeah,
it.
sure, we can roll with that.
I was saying my vows, and you're over there on your laptop.
Yeah, so that was fucking greeting people on a gauntlet for inaugural world championship, which I won. But I've never went to that Fed again after I won the world championship. I've never been to that Fed ever again.
Immediately vacated.
I pretty much fucking ran with the championship. I pulled a CM Punk with that world championship. I just don't know
You were
that
never
Fed.
even signed with the company. You just
Nope.
showed up one day.
Yep. I was never signed. That's amazing. I'm pretty sure
Well,
I've won more titles, but I just don't
you
remember.
have. You've won the RWW United States title and the Hardcore title.
Yeah.
You felt, but you are like one of the quickest rising stars in RWW history. Like you won 3 titles in the span of like 4 months,
Yep.
five,
That's correct. 4 months.
and now you're the chairman. Like, bro, how? It's
Um,
just crazy to think about, man.
like my first ever championship in RWW was the United States title. Then I won the hardcore title. Then I put over some kid that I should have never put over in the first place. Then I
Missy
won.
Breeze.
Yeah, sure, Missy Breeze. Then my biggest moment in RWW was winning the WWE Championship which I beat Zane Rhodes and Demo Rollins in a triple threat. It wasn't a fair win, I'd say. Zane was on hotspot. He was laggy as shit. But that was still one of the biggest wins of my career of all time. And I'd say that's
Yeah,
like top three moments because like RWW is like one of the feds I've had major success in. So yeah.
yeah. As of late, you've become like a focal point of RWW. Like, you're always involved with something, either a title or like a top-notch feud or something like that.
I've put
And I mean, I
RWW
welcome
on
it.
the map, bro. Ever since I've put more focus into RWW instead of just only SPW, like attendance got better. I remade all the championships. I started making match cards. I started pitching storyline ideas. I started doing a lot for RWW. That was when GB was chairman, and that really helped RWW a lot. Somebody like GB and just like having GB like doing storylines and shit, pitching ideas. Somebody with GB is like a perfect person to do that shit with. And now that it's just like really just me and Nashawn just doing like storylines, booking, and shit like that. And now RWW just coming back from hiatus. It's like it's a different era of RWW because I'm chairman now. We don't have GB. Like GB was a big part of RWW. He really made
Hell yeah.
RWW. And now that he's not here, now I have to take in charge. I have to like change a lot of stuff. And people are just gonna call RWW SBW 2.0 just because I run it. And most of the people in RWW is from SBW. So yeah.
Yeah, I will say, but you can't like hate GB. GB is one of the most realist people I've ever met on Roblox in general.
GB, like when you come to like understand GB, like he can be a big troll, and Ked can agree with me with that because he fucking hates GB because of his troll gimmicks and stuff. But like, if you really knew GB as a person, you'd know he's a good person. He has that mindset, kind of like a Paul Heyman or some shit. He's actually like he has the mindset to be like a general manager, like in his place, like a chairman and shit.
Indeed. The one thing I will say about JB's reign as CEO that is that he held the world title. But other than that, he was amazing, and I would consider him better than Walter.
I've heard that take so many times. I don't know Walter. I've never talked to that guy before, but the amount of times everybody be riding Walter's dick is insane. I I don't know how good Walter is. I've never faced him. I'd love to face him one time if he actually was still active. I'd love to face Walter one time if he comes out of retirement. That's
Yeah,
just like, yeah.
I was lucky to be involved with RWW when Walter was still like running it. It was I it was a weird time because I mean we were heading into like GB and Dim went off to make their own company, which successfully failed. Then they came back and everything was just normal again. But the thing about Walter is that he knows Pro Wrestling. Like he held the WWE title for the longest out of anyone,
Yeah.
and like he has held a ton of titles in his own company. It's just the one thing I'm like iffy on about his reign as chairman of RWWE.
Yeah, like once I won the RWW title, I was gonna have a long ass reign. But then GB fucking retired, and that just like changed everything about the WWE title. I was like, what the fuck am I gonna do with this championship? Like, oh, like people are gonna shit on me just because I'm chairman with the world title and shit. So I'm like, I'm just gonna vacate it, cause like why not? Like why not like have like the next big thing hold the championship? And I put over Zayn, and I know Zayn's gonna do a lot of great things with that championship, and there's gonna be lots of great contenders for that championship. I just don't know when, but I just know that the WWE championship is gonna become great like it used to be. Like GB told me, like in like RWW's like 3 years of being around, there's only been like few
Years,
men that's hold that championship, and that's like really prestigious. Like barely people has hold that championship, but now that I'm chairman, I'm gonna have to do lots of work with that championship. I want to make that championship prestigious. Like, look at Delta Reigns for example. That motherfucker's been carrying the world heavyweight championship for quite couple
uh,
weeks now, maybe like two
yeah,
months. Like,
Delta. Sorry, Delta Reigns is the best Reigns gimmick I've seen in RWW, like hands down.
Delta's that one guy you can have in your Fed, like you can depend on. Like he can do the kayfabe. He's good at promos. He has an in ring skill. He has everything you want to be the face of your company. Just like a Delta man. He's like one of the best people I've met, like hands down.
Yeah, like he feels like Jock in his prime. Like I know you were here during Jock's like prime, but Jock was undefeatable. He was just like insane out there. Like every time I stepped into the ring with him, he just fucking drained me. It was embarrassing.
Yeah, I believe Jog is good. Like he was undefeated. You say all that shit. I like if it was Prime Corey versus Prime Jock, that would have been like a 5-star match. Like me versus Heavenly. Like me versus Heavenly for the United States Championship. That was very great match. We had 2 matches for that championship. I won. I defended Money in the Bank, and I retained. Then next night, I believe he cashed in his WWRC for the fucking US title. That made no sense at all. I don't even know how fucking GB let that happen, but it happened. And then Heavenly won. He was the better man. Like me and Heavenly can put on so many bangers if we have to. Like I don't mind wrestling Heavenly. He's a very great opponent, and I wouldn't mind losing to him because he's just like very good.
I agree. Heavenly is one of the best in RWW history, and he very well deserved to be in the Hall of Fame.
If Heavenly had a longer career, I'd see him in like pretty big name feds. Like instead of just being in the indies, he could be like a top guy. He'd really be good. Like instead of just being in RWW and SBW, just like these two indie feds, like he'd actually do great everywhere else. Like if he went to EAPW, like other feds like that, he'd do great. Like Theory, he doesn't like Heavenly because he's good as hell. If he went to like GPW, he'd probably be a contender for KG's world title or some shit. That's how good he is.
Yeah. Going back to GB giving you RWW, if he didn't give you the company, then who do you think would have been a better like substitute to run the company?
Probably Nate Sean, bro. Like Nate Sean is an understandable
Hell
chairman
yeah.
for RWW.
He's been a general manager for like a year, bro. Like he is actually amazing.
If
And
if he didn't have a Nokia, like RWW could be
Nokia.
like for real. If it didn't have a fucking Nokia, RWW could be probably like more members, better attendance, better story, like shit like that. Even if he has a Nokia or not, RWW is still great. He's a very good person to work with, a very great friend of mine. He's like my best friends, like top five people I talk to like the most. Like
Yeah,
Sean, you, GB of course, and A Sean. Those are like my five people I love the most in this community. Like other honorable mentions, Ked. I love talking to him. I'd say Zane, Dr. Clutch, of course, Jock, other people. Yeah, I love them, but Nate Sean, it's just like somebody. If you lose them, you're actually gonna miss him the most.
yeah. Um, Ooh. I still can't believe you said a Nokia.
It's true though. His dumbass with a Nokia, bro.
Uh, what do you think about Joel running RWW?
That was one of the most darkest moments in our WWE history, I'd say.
Look, I have nothing against Joel because he was one of the first people. I mean, he introduced me to RWW, WPG. You probably don't know what WPG is, but
I've heard
but
of it, but I've
it
never been
was
there.
it was Joel's old Fed. I won my only world title in that Fed, the WPG Universal title, and I haven't won anything else close since.
You
Okay,
had a shot at the national title, and you almost won.
I've
You were
actually
close.
I've actually been in a ton of tournaments for the RWW, WWE title, but I always advanced one round, but I never show. But then I don't show up one show, and then I get replaced. So I'm owed
Yes,
two world title shots.
and
Okay,
and you've never won.
true. Uh, who do you believe is an underutilized talent in RWW and SBW?
Uh, that that's a hard question. That
You are the owner of both, so you have to say it.
for RWW, like the roster, bro. Fuck.
No, no, no. I mean the janitor. Of course, the roster. Of
Yeah,
course, the
Tom
roster.
Mysterio, of course.
What?
Yeah, definitely as the
No,
fucking
I'm the
janitor.
only janitor.
I feel like I I'd say I don't fucking know for RWW. Like RWW doesn't have much comp at all. Like compared to SPW, we have more
Okay,
comp.
okay. Let
Like
me just like. Let me say this in a different way. Who do you believe deserves more in their careers?
um, for RWW, I'd probably say fucking Jay, bro. Jay's mad
Oh
underrated.
yes. I mean, he did win the undisputed title,
And
and
then
then
you fucking cast
immediately
in RC.
lost. Yeah.
And then for SBW, I'm gonna go with a safe. I'm gonna go with a safe, very safe fucking pick. Android, sure, Android.
Ooh, Android McIntyre.
If his dumbass fucking trained, bro, he'd be like probably world champion material. Another guy I'd say probably be Zayn. He's good, but he just needs to like put some more effort into his career and shit. But
He's the
Zayn's pretty
Wi-Fi.
good. Yeah, it's the Wi-Fi for sure. Definitely.
Okay. So I think this is a good question to ask you since you are the chairman of both SBW and RWW. What do you think about the new guys coming into both both of the companies?
I think it's great, having more talent and actually, seeing what they're capable of. Just not only in SPW, but also RWW. I think it's great, it's like very great and shit. Like I can see what they're on about and shit. Like for example, Mint. fuck. I don't know. Like, see, man, he's new, I guess, to SBW. He's like RWA World Champion. If he came into RWW, he'd he'd be like fucking top champion or some shit, bro. He'd probably fucking 5-0 Zane in like a fucking, I don't know, Hell in a Cell or some shit. Um, for sure, Jock, of course, he's in both feds and he's doing very good in both. He's, television champion in SBW, and right now, he's, definitely Hall of Fame material for sure.
Hell yeah, definitely.
Somebody
Uh,
who needs actually to fucking like,
who win?
no, it's just like they're in college and shit, and that's like what affects their career. Aram Ali, bro. Aram needs to come
Oh,
back from college. He'd do very good, bro.
but he was such a dominant intercontinental champion in RWW, bro.
He was good, man. He was actually pretty decent. I faced him in like gyms before. He has a good play style. Not gonna lie. Now we have Delta and SVW. He's been heavyweight champion RWW. Delta's gonna do very great here. He wants to go fuck up Dr. Clutch's national title reign. I'll see how that goes. Probably Geo in SVW, that he'd do good in like tag team division with Elde, but that motherfucker's retired because his laptop broke, I think.
He's
Um
retired indefinitely.
yeah, indefinitely retired for sure. Who else? Fuck. I don't know who else.
Deshaun, definitely.
Jackson Corks probably. Even though Cork sucks, bro. Even though Cork sucks, he's probably good mid height Carter for sure.
Okay. How did you get into road wrestling?
Fuck. Okay. How I got into pro wrestling? I just fucking searched up WWE 2K20 on fucking search bar, and then I just saw fucking Visions game.
Same
That's how I got
here.
into pro wrestling, and then I found out about pro wrestling feds, about some fucking. I found out about this fed called OBW, Omega Brutality Wrestling. That's where I met like a couple people there. I met some girl named Lila. We still talk. Some kid
You've
named
always been
Braden.
married.
Shut up! But yeah, for sure, that's when I got into pro wrestling. Then I left. Then I came back. I played a little bit of R2AW. Then I got introduced to RWC. Then I made SPW. Then I joined RWW. Then I joined GPW, and now I'm in EAPW. So
That's a whole lot of letters.
very for sure.
Uh, who's your favorite tag team partner, my man?
Um, I'd say Corks because I've really never been in tag teams, and really the only tag team I've been in is Imperium with Aiden, Awesome Cassidy, and Corks. I'd say Corks for sure, even though I carry him because he sucks.
Okay, okay. How'd you get your wrestling gimmick?
Um, Darby Allen for sure. I got his last name. I just replaced the I with an E. At first, when I debuted in URWC, I just fucking used R. Cali by ASAP Rocky. But then I used Daniel Garcia's AEW theme, and I've been using that theme ever since.
I was expecting something very creative, but I was absolutely wrong.
Damn. I hate you.
Uh, okay, what is your favorite feud in your whole career?
My favorite feud? That's a good question. I'd probably say me versus Sean. For sure.
In-
Around SBW Mania time. That was like
Interesting.
very good feud. I remember when I think I F5'd them off the top of the Mania sign in the arena. That got a fucking pop for sure. That was like a big ass moment, and now we had a fucking KJ, fucking Cave. KJ was like, "What the fuck?" He just kept on like spamming my DMs. I don't know if you know him. He's not in this community
No.
anymore. Yeah, for sure you don't fucking know him. Like only like 2-3 people know him. I don't know though. I think Dr. Clutch knows him, but I don't know. That was like early SPW days. Like you
Back when
left
I was there.
SPW. You were Tom Mysterio, bud.
And
But
the moment I left, people started coming in. It's just wrong place, wrong time.
yeah.
Well, that's all the questions I have on my in my notes app. So
Bro had to write questions on a note. That's crazy.
I had this for 2 days. Uh, do you want to ask me questions?
Sure. How the fuck did you come up with a gimmick of a fucking Pringle? For sure. I love the
Okay,
backstory.
so I was playing 2K22. Then I looked up something, and then I just found Mr. Pringle on the community creations, and I fell in love with him ever since.
But how the fuck did you come up with idea of an Among Us character fucking holding up a lunchbox fucking money in the bank, bro?
Yes, I did like a Money in the Bank match for the Tricks cereal Money in the Bank, and the Among Us character won, or the imposter, I
Bro,
should
what the
say.
fuck? I thought that'd be one of your fucking stupid lunch boxes that you used to fucking cash in on Jay, bro.
No, no, no,
Bro,
no, no,
so,
no. I only use Mr. Pringle lunchboxes.
oh damn, that's crazy. All right, another question I have for you. Why do you suck at pro wrestling?
Okay, so you may think I suck in SBW since I'm 1-7,
Yeah, your ass.
but in another fed, I'm 7-33.
Is that FRW?
Yes.
Oh my fucking god.
I'm currently on a break because I can't show up because I'm a janitor during those times.
Damn.
But I am a Hall of Famer in FRW.
In a fucking faction, for sure. You got carried.
I mean, it was the only faction. I mean, it's the only faction in FRW that is known.
That's crazy.
Nothing else makes sense.
So you got carried into a Hall of Fame career. That's very interesting.
Okay, I was a tag team champion.
So
I
are
was
you gonna
handed
get
it.
carried by jock into the SPW Hall of Fame? Is that what's gonna happen here?
I plead the fifth.
Okay.
I
All
can neither
right.
confirm or
I
nor
got
deny that.
I got one more question for you.
Ooh, what is it?
Just why in the fucking world did you went from such a very great character that was Tom Mysterio to fucking Tom Evans? Why?
Okay. I was getting tired of being Tom Mysterio, so I was just thinking of how, like, I was thinking of things I could do to change myself and make myself an original gimmick, and I just came up with Tom Evans.
And see
So,
how Tom Evans worked out. Now you're back to Tom Mysterio.
hey, I won two world, I mean, no, two undisputed titles. But no, I won one undisputed title as Tom Evans.
You won the undisputed title as fucking Tom Mysterio and one as Tom Evans. And guess what happened as Tom Evans? You lost to fucking Leo Rush.
Because
Are you
I
disappointed
woke
in
up
yourself?
10 minutes after I woke up. You were like, hey, I know you just won your title, but you're going to defend it like it's the fucking TV title.
Bro, you were facing Leo Rush, one of the most easiest opponents of all time. Literally.
Yeah,
Fucking
I had no sleep. I just woke up.
what if kid was on his fucking grandma's PC with fucking shitty ass graphics, and he was on fucking very low sensitivity, and he couldn't swing. That motherfucker could have beat fucking Leo Rush so easily, 5-0 sweep, and you couldn't get the job done, Tom
Did you
Mysterio.
not see me beat Leo Rush at SPW? Huh? The
Guess
only
what?
person I've won against?
The score was 3-2. That is not impressive.
Because I had lag. Is that too much to ask? I mean, can you tell?
Have you heard of a fucking buddy named D-Lag?
That was after I used it. You motherfucker. Ah.
How the fuck did you lose to a fucking guy who owns a fucking fan with only 2 people in it? Literally, in the Roblox group, there's like 80 people, and then when it's fucking shows, there's only like 4 people.
In the script, it says that I woke up 10 minutes before I had my match.
In the script right here, it says you're a fucking jobber.
I know that. You know what? In RWW, RWW is my most successful Fed I've been a part of.
Because there's a bunch of jobbers in it.
Yeah, but shut up. But I beat Jay and I swept him for the undisputed title. You can't say he's a jobber.
Because RC advantage, buddy.
Shush.
Shut up.
Shush.
You're bald.
Wanna ask me how many titles I've won?
Yeah, sure, go ahead. I probably won't.
Okay, let me pull up the other notes app.
No.
Roblox Wrestling
This man said
accomplishments.
put random Fed names like fucking Aiden with his line. That's talking about some 41 World Wrestling Championships won when he's literally fucking garbage.
Okay, one-time Universal Champion at WPG. One-time WPG Raw Tag Team Champion with 6. Money in the Bank in APW. One-time RWW Raw Tag Team Champion with Chaz. You know Chaz, the best person in RWW. Two-time RWW Undisputed Champion. One-time RWW TNT Champion. One-time RWW 24/7 champion. Possibly my best title I've ever won. Two-time RWW Cruiserweight Champion. One-time WEW Money in the Bank winner. One-time WEW Hardcore Champion. WWE Hall of Famer. One-time WWE 24/7 Champion and Dems Fed. One-time FRW Tag Team Champion. Best FRW Tag Team Slammy Award. One-time FRW Hall of Famer. First and last and RRW Cruiserweight Champion. One-time in RRW United States Champion. And one-time TPW 24/7 Champion.
Wow. You know what I think?
That's a lot of 24/7 titles.
And that I think that you're fucking lying.
I'm not.
You're a janitor. Who would believe you, man?
I haven't even been a janitor for a month. Leave me alone.
What's your salary, bro? What's your minimum wage?
I get at least $100 a week.
Okay. I respect the hustle. I respect it. But Tom.
Howdy. Wait, I just realized I didn't get paid last week. Hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna go hassle my dad for his money. Okay, I'm back. Good news, I have a black eye. Bad news, I have a black eye.
Did you try to have a fucking 1v2 with your dad and get fucking paid? Oh my god.
He had money at the bank and hit me with it.
He hit you with a fucking money in the bank briefcase. He hit you with that shit.
Possibly.
I thought he hit you with your fucking lunchbox, bro.
He broke it. He broke my lunchbox.
You deserve it.
You deserve it.
Okay, Tom, I got one more question.
What is it?
How do you feel about the two-man and Belle Delphine sex tape, bro?
The what?
The two-man and Belle Delphine sex tape, bro.
Who are those people?
You don't know two-man? You never heard
Who's
of that
Two
guy?
Man?
Bro! You never heard of two-man?
No.
What the fuck? As soon as I brought that up, fucking Zane left, bro. He's probably beating his meat to that shit right now.
Who is that?
You don't know Belle Delphine?
Hold on. Hold on, let me do some research.
No.
On an without incognito mode on.
No, no, no.
Gonna unplug my
You're not
my
gonna get paid
headset.
as a janitor next week.
I'm plugging my headset to hear
No.
this.
No.
Putting on the speaker.
Oh
Putting on
shit.
the theater screen.
No.
My indoor theater.
No.
Oh. 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 No! Where's it going in? Ah! Oh. Ah! Wait a minute, it's getting good. Wait. Hold it. Hold it! Ah, he didn't hold it. I think he let go. Oh shit, this is being recorded? Uh-oh.
What the fuck? What do you mean? What?
I just look in general and I see,
There-
is this being recorded? Then you say, yes.
Did he forget a pull out or some shit?
Let's just say, there's gonna be a little bit of a new, you know what, there's gonna be a whole new generation of Road Wrestlers.
Oh my.
Well, I think that's a great way to end off this episode of the Rasslin review.
Yeah.
Next week I'm gonna interview I don't know, Jock. You know, no. Nishon.
Nishon? Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
Jock is cheering.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, thank you all for coming out. This was about an hour, which isn't all that bad.
It was 37 minutes, but okay.
Oh. No, it wasn't.
It was.
It's 10. We started at 10. At least 10:10. And it's now like 10:57. Okay, maybe 37 minutes. Maybe. Well, you can
Who
all
the
leave
fuck
now.
keeps moving people?
Everyone can leave.
Okay.
It's over.
Boy, Jose!